Hey everyone, I'm back with a weekly reading again. I've actually been practicing a lot recently and experimenting with kind of new things in tarot as well. But I haven't been making videos, so here we go again. Hope you enjoy. So for this week, I pulled a 3-card reading is very typical in tarot, but I thought it would be cool. And it's not just because it's, Tuesday, almost Wednesday, where I am in the world. But it's also a cool experiment, if you've ever done this, to kind of look at something over time. So if this is the beginning of the week, it's already happened. We can kind of see if that's accurate for us. This is what's coming up and this is the end. But I think if I look at them at a whole, it's just kind of a message for the whole week. So see if this resonates with you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So one thing I want to point out before we begin is that we see 2 cards with coins or pentacles on them. This is the pentacle. And so in tarot, there's 5 suits, but the 4 minor suits, minor arcana they're called, are based on the 4 elements. So there's pentacles, which are earth, cups, which are water and often signify emotions. Then there's wands, which are fire, and swords, which is air. So this is important because pentacles are an earth element. And I just want to point out that this is the first week of Virgo season, which is also an earth sign. So it's interesting that we have a lot about the material world and grounding, other things we associate with earth this week. So that's pretty cool. So at the beginning of the week, we see these dudes. Sorry for my camera work in advance. Basically, I mean, you can just tell by the card, they're walking out in the cold and there's help right here. I think this is a stained glass window of a church, and they're not going inside. So very headstrong, this idea that I know at the beginning of the week, I'll say personally, I was very much in my head and I was in this mindset of lack and just not looking that there's beauty right in front of you, just seeing the darkness, and not also realizing that there's help. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but at the beginning of the week, it may have been a bit hard to get going, and you may have really felt alone and like you were out in the cold. The other meaning of this could be poverty. So just thinking that it could be poverty of any kind. Pentacles is generally, again, so material wealth, but in my mind, I had a lot of mindset, like I said, around lack. So this definitely resonates for me. And I just, yeah, I'll see if I hear anything else. I'm also hearing lackluster, just kind of flat. I don't know if any of you have been feeling that, but just like everything's kind of blah. So again, there's just beauty available to us. There's just great wealth available to us, both material and spiritual. And we're just kind of like, blah. So that was kind of the beginning of our week. So 8 of Cups is one of my favorite cards of all time. And this is just leaving behind a painful situation. Again, the cups represent water. So I think there's just like leaving behind of everything that doesn't serve you. Again, with the Virgo season, Virgos are famously very meticulous, also have a lot of specific habits formed. Sometimes people find Virgos irritating because they want everything to be just so in a certain way. But in a lot of ways, I think, and I'll be honest, I'm someone who doesn't really like Virgos. That I have a few friends that are Virgos. Both of my parents are Virgos, so you know how that goes. But they can be controlling. They can be, because they want everything to be a certain way. But in a lot of ways, I think we can learn self-care from Virgos. So this idea of setting up a routine. You may be wondering why I'm talking about astrology, and not just because of the change in the sun sign, but also because we really, tarot is also related to astrology. So there are astrological symbols in especially the major arcana. So water, again, is emotions. So it could be a painful situation. It could be this situation. Again, I'll just tell you my personal thing. I mean, I kind of got out of my head and realized that I just need to get shit done, which is this card. You may have a totally different situation than me. But as I was saying, in relation to Virgo, it could just be leaving a lot of bad habits behind. I know for the first time in years, I'm actually motivated to clean, which is really saying something. So that could just be leaving behind bad things that you don't need. I feel a lot of motivation to move. So this is a card of movement, again, with the water flowing. These guys are moving, but really they're kind of stuck. So things should start moving. Whatever you were stuck on should now be moving. And you're walking away. It may be painful, but you realize, like, I gotta leave this behind. Another big thing with Virgo is maybe not dealing with emotion, maybe just like logic and reasoning and practical kind of productive getting stuff done. I'm not saying that we shouldn't deal with emotions, but that's the kind of the power behind this sign. And then I didn't intend this to be a reading for the beginning of Virgo season, but I don't know about you all, but I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling the influence of the sign. So then we have the 8 of Coins, again, or Pentacles, whatever you want to call it. So this is just working hard. I mean, we're just working hard. And you can see that his hard work is paying off, right? Both in what he's producing and just, again, this is a sign of material wealth. So basically, we were trapped in our heads, or we were feeling like we didn't have enough. We gave up the bullshit. We moved on. Maybe we had some pain. Okay, so this is maybe what's happening right now. Moving into Wednesday. And then by the end of the week, it's like, we just want to get our shit done. So leave a comment if this resonates for you, and hope you enjoyed this reading and that it was helpful to you. Take care, guys. Have a great end of the week. Okay.